my response video to Spud from Chilling Wargamers. Thank you very much for putting this out for all us little guys, the YouTubers, to try and get to know each other. I've been really enjoying watching everyone else's videos. And thank you to Garzinski over at Rivets and Dakar. You're a bad man. I don't normally like showing my face on camera. This is the first for me. I feel a little bit sweaty and a bit strange, but I'll do it anyway, just to get out there. So I'm Essex Boys, Clint from Essex Boys channel, Ork focused, and as you know, there's been a little challenge set out by Spud at Chilling Wargamers, as I said, to give a little question and answer session on how you got into the hobby and bits, and to nominate 3 other channels that you'd like to see get out there. So first of all, I'd like to nominate Navs Hobby Corner, Navani Productions. Navani does some great music. He actually did, I think, the music for Rivets and Dakar. I believe he did that. He's just great. He's just been doing some great funny little 40k snippets and a few tutorials. So he's great. Go and check him out. I'll put a link to all the channels in the description below. Then Pokey Cactus, another new channel, Ork focused. He's on the 40k Ork community Facebook page, so get over there as well if you're not a member already. If you like your orcs, brilliant, great community there. Really supportive and great. I've learned so much and met so many nice people through that. But Pokey Cactus, the other one, I'll link his channel in the description below. And the other one is a slightly more big time channel on the orc scene, the 40k Orcs, Mark Caller. He got me really going on the orcs, I think, so he was one of my first go-to guys, and I'd like to see a little response video for him if he's watching this. I doubt it, but if he does, then great. So the first question was, how did I get into the hobby? Like many before, I've already said, I used to build airfix models and mainly planes, a few tanks, but with my dad on rainy weekends. I used to spend the weekends with my father. So my mum and dad split up when I was quite young, and me and my brother used to go and stay with my dad, and we split our time between drawing pictures, building airfix models and playing Scalextrics. Scalextrics was probably the winner, but I loved doing the airfix models, painting them up and hanging them from the ceiling with a bit of fishing wire. Very fond memories of that. The Wellington Bomber, I think it was a Wellington Bomber, was probably my favourite. And I've actually got one under the table here somewhere that I'm halfway through building. A bit of nostalgia. We went back to an air museum with my dad and I picked up a Wellington Bomber, a Hurricane and a Messerschmitt. Yeah. And then 40k wise, it was probably about 13, maybe 14 years ago, I think it was. It was my brother's 30th birthday, and he decided for his birthday he really wanted the Assault on Black Reach set. He loved the look of it. Oh, hang on, a swig of this beer. Oh, that's better. He loved the look of the Warhammer set. Warhammer had never really been on my radar. Left school, early 90s, went straight into work. I'm a chef by trade, been doing it 30 odd years. Absolutely love it, but yeah, it was just work. Games didn't really come onto my radar. But like I said, about 13 years ago, he got the Assault on Black Reach set, and he decided to split it with me. Didn't ask him to, anything. He said, come on, you might like this, paint the orcs up and we'll have a game. And I was like, all right then, yeah, go on. And that was it. I was hooked. The plastic crack addiction is strong in me now. And that, yeah, so he's to blame for all of it. My brother Glenn, if you ever watch this, it's your fault that I've got such a plastic crack addiction. Yeah, started off Ultramarines and Orcs. Oh, some epic battles. The Orcs used to pummel him into the ground in the very beginning. In 5th edition we started. Some fond memories and some not so fond memories, because then he bought Space Wolves and them long fangs. Oh, my days. 6 of those missile launchers pummeling into my squads of 30 boys. Yeah, no, not fond memories there. So I took to YouTube. So that sort of answers the second question. What got me into the YouTube community? I was getting pummeled every week basically, and modern technology, I thought, YouTube might be something on there, and I couldn't believe the wealth of knowledge and tips and tutorials. There's so many people on YouTube then that aren't there now, unfortunately, but I came across the 40k Orks, and he did a great series called Talking About Orks. It's just delved into every single unit, gave you a lowdown, some strategies, and that was it. After that I came on strong, and then it sort of aimed out with me and my brother. Yeah, so I got into the hobby mainly to try and crump my brother, the YouTube part of it, but then I stumbled on a few other channels. Templar's Crusade 01, Big Brian, he was a massive influence. When it came to painting, I wanted to start getting better at my painting, and yeah, his painting style was just phenomenal. Unfortunately, he's no longer on YouTube. I believe all his videos are still up for everyone to watch, but I don't think he participates on YouTube anymore. Who else did I used to watch? And then I obviously stumbled across Idicbeer, Nick, the stalwart of the YouTube wargaming community in the UK and around the world now probably, as I bought a Necron army, and then he obviously popped up. But I got involved actually posting my own videos on YouTube because of Nick's New Year painting challenge. It really inspired me one year to get going, and I started loading up a few videos, and that's sort of where it ended. Then that was about 6 years ago, I suppose. I started putting a few videos up, just a few showcase videos and models I painted. Terrible quality, rubbish little phone, no lighting, on top of my kitchen stove. But yeah, never had the confidence to do anything else with it. But then lockdown happened, so I rebirthed the channel. I had a lot of free time. I'm working a lot less now. So I just thought, well, all the hobby I'm doing whilst in lockdown, I might as well document it and show it, and if it gives someone else a little bit of inspiration, I'm doing something, I suppose, for the community. Because I just want to get people interested in it. I've managed to drag in about 5 or 6 people that I work with. We've got a little group of gamers now, that we all just garage gamers, no tournament stuff, but we just love epic narrative style games. Hopefully, if you've seen a few of my videos, I love the big boards and all the terrain. That's what gets me excited. It's the visuals of everything and the explosions, and I don't know, just the epicness of it all in miniature, basically. That's what I love about the hobby. Next question was, where do you see your channel in the next 5 years? Not a lot different than it is now. Maybe a few more subs would be nice, a few more viewers, but just documenting my hobby really, playing the games out, what I'm painting up, and hopefully just inspire some people to do the same and get in and play. I might do a few tutorials on some of my boards, but it's a bloody hard job trying to film them massive because it's so ad hoc. I don't plan anything, I just start smashing things up and sticking them to a board really, and then throw some flock on it. And the last question was, what advice would you give to anyone starting on YouTube? Just go for it, just do it. And the only thing that I've learned from when I first started was lighting. Get some lights, get some cheap studio lights, anything, just some big box lights so people can see what you're doing, and then just do whatever you like. Just do what inspires you, what makes you happy, what you enjoy. That's probably the most important thing, because that will come across. If you like what you're doing, then other people of like-minded will like it as well. That's probably the main thing. Right, so that's done. My God, thank God. I hate showing my face on camera. It's not me. It's all about the hobby and the miniatures and the game and all of that. It's not about me. But that being said, make sure you go and sub to all the other channels that are doing this, and a massive thank you to Spud at Chilling Wargamers. You're a legend. Thank you very much for doing this. And for Gar, Rivets and Daka, go and check him out. Thanks very much for nominating me. You git. And all the others, don't forget Navs Hobby Corner, Pokey Cactus, and the 40k Orks. And a quick mention to the Pale Ork, Nathan. Met him, found his channel through the Facebook community page, the Warhammer Facebook community page. Brilliant community. Go on there if you like your Ork stuff. They're awesome, awesome bunch of guys. So positive, so brilliant. And obviously the War Bosses, don't forget SixPlus Stevo, Plastic Crack Gaming, Dreadwire Gaming, and the Hobby Kit. Go and check them out. And the War Bosses of the Apocalypse. thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed listening to me ramble on a load of crap. But I love Warhammer, and come along for the ride with me. Cheers guys, see you on the next one. Oh, stop sweating. Sweaty boy. Right. Waaagh. Well, that's it really. That's Essex Boys, how I got into the hobby. And yeah, subscribe for a bit more if you like it. Cheers guys, see you on the next one.